Advancing Thermal Manufacturing Processes. My name is Peter Sherwin, and I lead Global Business Development for Eurotherm by Schneider Electric. And today's topic is focused on the heat treat outlook and trends for 2019 to 2023. It is an exciting and challenging time in the heat treatment industry, driven in main by changes in the automotive, aerospace, and energy markets. First, we have the potential impact of the current restructuring in the global automotive industry, as the giants move to a leaner, more agile base, enabling them to resize to meet market expectations, as well as reallocate investments to new technology, vehicles, and mobility services. GM recently announced the Cadillac brand will lead their electric focus, and Hyundai have touted a $40 billion investment over the next 5 years, with 44 electric models by 2025, and plans to be in the top 3 of electric vehicle makers globally. The aerospace industry is equally challenged, but with a different market outlook. On the back of 9 years of passenger growth, there is continued requirement and an estimated market for 43,000 airplanes over the next 20 years. What's really interesting is 40 to 45% of this total is due to replacement. The assets are timing out, and new engine efficiencies are too good to ignore. Boeing remain in an oversold position, and they have recovery plans of major suppliers to meet and then exceed current delivery requirements. There is a drive for consistency of delivery, and they have muted that minutes and hours matter in the supply chain. The energy supply mix is also changing. On the back of a recent BP Energy Outlook report, they suggest more energy and less carbon is the focus for the next 20 years. Renewables will have a larger impact, and China will hand over energy growth to India. There will be increased efforts around energy intensity, the circular economy or recycling, carbon capture, and the impact of regulations, for example, bans on single-use plastics. BP forecast that the share of passenger vehicle kilometers or miles powered by electricity increases to around 25% by 2040, supported by the growing importance of fully autonomous cars and shared mobility services. Current market research reports for heat treat suggest continued growth to 2023, driven by the Asian markets, notably China and India. In my opinion, there are too many structural changes in end markets to fully appreciate the heat treat landscape post-2023. This potential volatility and change in demand are forcing heat treaters to relook at their operations. They are doubling down on continuous improvement themes, including lean manufacturing, energy efficiency, and improving furnace controls, records, and reporting. Obviously, these themes extend across general manufacturing, and there are key trends that are front, top, and back of mind. At the front, companies are evaluating where the value is. High-cost equipment requires significant prepayments, and so there is a trend to help compress the OEM construction cycles to get equipment in and running quickly. Most manufacturers are looking past just the ticket price of equipment and want to understand the running costs and predicted reliability. When in operation, the high-cost assets such as furnaces need to be run with high levels of operational efficiency in order to maximize profitability, and this requires better interdepartmental communication and improving the decision support to operators and supervisors on an hour-to-hour basis. Workforce trends and frequent changes in operators necessitate control systems that are easier to learn, use, and understand and maintain. Top of mind includes the emergence of cloud technology, enabling lower cost monitoring solutions through IoT and mobility. However, IoT should always be discussed alongside the required cybersecurity controls that need to be in place to protect these solutions from unwanted attacks. Back in mind include all the factors in the aerospace, automotive, and energy markets, including fluctuations in pricing, impact on competition and consolidation, environmental and safety concerns, and the live geopolitical uncertainties that seem to hit the headlines on a weekly basis. The pace of change will not slow, and it's up to each and every individual company to become more proactive to maximize potential and minimize pitfalls. At Eurotherm, we have also surveyed our customers to understand their current pain points, and this mirrors the trends seen in general manufacturing. Downtime along with high and frequent maintenance costs are painful. Furnaces are expensive and tend to be built for a specific process, so not very flexible when there are changes in the market. Our industry is also seeing its fair share of brain drain and retirement, so general levels of operator skill and experience are reducing, and is always mentioned about the costs of conforming to regulatory requirements like AMS 2750E and CQI 9. However, it's much more expensive not to conform to the standards. Trends in Europe around energy efficiency are spread into Asia and ultimately will take hold in North America as well, even though the cost of energy is significantly lower in this region. Continuing with heat treatment, a recent report by a French-based consultancy outlines some changes and trends within the heat treat industry. As mentioned, growth is envisaged to continue at least for the next few years, but e-mobility will have an impact as this gains share. North America has an opportunity to catch up with their European colleagues to take the benefit of understanding the total cost of ownership of equipment, and there is a trend within the heat treatment industry, not unlike automotive, to move more processes to electric and electric-based heating. As more benefits are realized by vacuum processes, less distortion, better microstructure, the higher initial capital costs can be accepted by reducing the overall cost of production. This is leading to further developments in vacuum processes, including low-pressure carburizing, but also lower distortion treatments like nitriding and nitrocarburizing are becoming more popular. Furnaces are expensive beasts, and so there is also a trend to focus on sensors and analytics, enabling higher levels of uptime to be maintained. This demand for more consistent, reliable operations also demands better service support from OEMs or service partners. So how can we at Eurotherm help? We focus on a number of areas to help the heat treater. The following is our top 5. Number 1, we focus on precise process control. It all starts with a better circuit design and materials for low noise, accurate inputs that enable input accuracy of plus or minus 0.1% with low thermal drift. This drift performance is checked via environmental testing to ensure we meet aerospace and automotive accuracy requirements throughout calibration periods, rather than just a one-shot accuracy. Control is enhanced with multiple PID sets, and we have even up to 8 sets for specific controllers, and an enhanced control algorithm to aid overshoot inhibition. We've also implemented cybersecurity algorithms in the latest controllers to mitigate external attacks and prioritize the control action. The number 2 focus is on records and regulations. We ensure we meet the requirements of the standard for accuracy, control, and recording in AMS 2750E and CQI 9, as well as providing higher accuracy solutions for field test instrumentation, including TUS recorders and associated reports. The standards are likely to be updated in the next 18 months to AMS 2750F and CQI 9 issue 4, and electronic records are going to get high levels of scrutiny. We meet the current requirement of the standard by capturing data in a .uhh binary file format that is tamper-resistant. The process record can be automatically captured in our data reviewer, where each batch can be reviewed and comments attached to the permanent record. We've made significant improvements to our data solutions to avoid some of the data management required in both our older solutions and current competitor offerings. We are now leveraging our experience in the FDA-governed life science industry to enable heat treaters to realize best-in-class data solutions and benefit from full audit trail solutions and secure protocols, including SFTP. Our number 3 focus is the ability to provide both precision control and tamper-resistant recording in a single device. From the award-winning NanoDAC to the CodeSys-based E plus PLC range, we now have a comprehensive, cost-effective, full process heat treatment solution. In the E plus PLC, we have engineered specific heat treatment blocks on top of our standard PID and auto-tune functions. We offer carbon probe control through our zirconia block, online carb rising, and 3-gas IR function blocks, and also have pump down, leak rate, active vacuum gauge input and switch for vacuum processes, and AMS 2750E features like thermocouple life for processing required management of load thermocouples. The number 4 focus is power and energy management. We have a complete range of SCR thyristor devices which can be used for multiple loads, including resistive, infrared, silicon carbide, as well as connection and supply of transformer coupled solutions, which can efficiently replace North American standard VRT solutions. These devices have flexibility in firing modes to aid reducing harmonic disturbances, which ultimately impact power factor readings. The e-power range can also be programmed so each individual SCR can communicate with the other SCRs to minimize overall power demand by either shedding or sharing power requirements across zones or across multiple furnaces. We have customers who have been able to realize 9% savings in energy usage and even improve the overall temperature uniformity of the furnace when switching to a new power control solution. For ongoing monitoring of the energy usage, we now have a new offer called Power Monitoring Expert, which can be thought of as a SCADA for energy management. Our number 5 focus is on service, compliance, and monitoring. We operate in over 100 countries and have sales, support, and engineering facilities in most major countries around the world. We have a network of talented engineers that understand control, recording, and industrial applications. These are also backed up by heat treat specialists who have lived and breathed the industry for decades and have full input into our R&D process for next generation offers. Our local service teams can customize a service offer so when a project is delivered, the support doesn't stop. We have a menu of service level agreements that include extended warranties, bonded stocks, 24-hour support in certain regions, and ongoing training and improvement packages. We now complement these offers with offering software-based tools to enable better communication of equipment status, keep an eye on compliance requirements, and for generally faster service. This can be internal through customized SCADA packages and or cloud-based, where you can link your equipment with us or even a furnace OEM or other service provider. If you're interested in finding out more, we've set up a quick link through eurotherm.com/aerospace, where you can find guides for AMS 2750E and CQI9, articles on cybersecurity and IoT, as well as standard brochures and data sheets on vacuum furnace offers, carb rising offers, and general instrument information. Again, please visit eurotherm.com/aerospace for more information. There is also a contact us form if you need specific support or further information. Good luck with your heat treat efforts over the next few years. Thank you for listening to this webcast.